Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, we welcome you, or if you're an existing subscriber, we welcome you back. We're glad to have you here. So today I'm just filming a little talk video. I'm sitting on the ground, getting all personal, and yeah, I just want to ask you guys how you are, how you doing. I hope you're all good. I've missed you all, I've missed filming, and yeah. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Yeah. So I'm currently sitting on the floor because I feel comfortable sitting on the floor when I'm talking and, like, you know, get on a personal level. I also have my gym from Friday night dinner Shalom mug that was given to me by my housemates for my birthday. I bloody love it and I drink tea out of it all the time. So yeah, so I got my cup of tea, I'm ready to talk. So let's just start when I was born. My mum always knew that I would be gay from the very moment that I was born. Even when I was a toddler, I would play with the Barbie dolls rather than Bratz dolls. I would play with the Barbie dolls, the Bratz dolls, rather than the Action Men. Even though I did have quite a few Action Men, I would always wear the tutus, the dresses, rather than wear any like builders hats or the builders costumes. I'd always much prefer that for some reason, and like even from a very young age I much prefer the company of girls. So yeah, so my mum kind of always had the idea that I was gay, but she wanted to wait until the perfect time for me to come out, until I felt like I was ready and I came to terms and had a lot of self-development and came to terms with like my feelings and my emotions and like my sexuality. And like now I've come to learn, like, well, when I came out, like I came to learn that if you don't fucking like it, if you don't like me for who I am, there's a bloody door. So bye. Bye, pumpkin. Secondary school for me was particularly a challenging few years. I spent so much of it getting bullied, and like people would target me not just about sexuality, about the way I looked, about my weight, saying that I was anorexic, I need to eat more, like so many things. And like I had to go through a couple of years of counselling, and like it has really helped me come to terms with how to deal with things like that. And so I think I came to terms with it in year 11. I started developing feelings for guys, but I kind of like pushed it to the back because I was like, oh, maybe it's just a sort of like, you know, maybe it's some sort of fling, like, you know, it's just a phase, like, you know, that typical sort of thing. And then I had a job. I was working at the Praywood Arms, and like honestly it was the best job for me. Like it's one of my favourite jobs I've ever had. Purely because of the people that work there. Like I had made such amazing friends. I made 3 really good friends, Abiel, Beth and Kelly. I miss you guys. Yeah, I miss you guys. And I remember the first person I told that I could have feelings for guys was Abiel. And Abiel was like, oh, like, you know, she was pretty chill about it. Like she was the first person I ever told, and it was great. Like, you know, it was great that she felt comfortable, and that kind of started for me to build my confidence. And then obviously I told Kelly, and then I told Beth, and they didn't give a shit, really. They didn't care at all. They were just like happy for me, and like happy that I feel comfortable enough to tell them that I trust them enough. And like I honestly do trust those guys with anything. They've been like my support for years now, and like if I need them, I know where to go, I know who to call, who to text, you know. When I first came to uni, I kind of came up with my guard up because I didn't know anyone, I didn't trust anyone, I was quite naive, I was quite scared, I didn't want people to judge me. But like what I quickly grew to learn was that uni, there's so many walks of life, so many different people, and people really don't give 2 shits about who you are. So yeah, but when I first came to uni, I was kind of like, no, I'm not gay, like, I'm just me, I'm Daniel, I'm like a free spirit. And like everyone was just like, come on now, Daniel. Even people like at sixth form, when I was in sixth form, people were like, come on now, Daniel, just fucking come out, we know you're gay. I remember one night I was quite drunk. I came out to one of my flatmates that was on the same floor as me, and I told her, I just had a deep conversation, and then like it was only until then I started to develop not develop feelings, obviously I had feelings, but it was only until then I had the sort of initiative to, like, you know, start dating and get out there, because how else am I going to meet anyone, like, you know, if I don't get out there? So I downloaded Tinder. And like, Tinder's just a whole nother level, really, isn't it? But yeah, I downloaded Tinder, and like, there was a few people from a uni, and there was a couple of people on my friend's course that I got speaking to, and it was great. Like, it was great getting to talk to these guys, and like, you know, but like, at the time I still wasn't out to my family. But like, the first year of uni for me was probably, it was a really good year, but I soon grew to learn about, I wouldn't say the gay community, but generally how some gay men are. I was quite naive. I like to believe that everyone was quite honest, and like, I soon grew to learn that everyone was not honest, and that quite a few of them are cheats, and they cheat on you and they lie and they don't really respect you. All they're looking for is just that sort of like quick fix, and that's how I feel. Like, even now, that's how I feel. Like, a lot of guys are like, they're looking for that quick fix, and like, it's like, you do you, boo. Like, honestly, you do you, but like, don't bring that shit into my life. If you don't like me, or if you have some ill feelings towards me, then just say it to me, rather than just go cheat and lie to me for months, and then me having to find out from someone else or from you, like, or, you know what I mean? And like, there was one case where a person I was speaking to in first year had a boyfriend, and I was like, oh great, so not only are you cheating on me, but you're also cheating on your boyfriend. And I was like, oh, okay then, right, cool. And like, that, honestly, that was the first time someone ever cheated on me. When I was moving to uni the first time, I was with my family, and I still had Tinder, of course. I just got Tinder again, and my family were like, my dad and stepmum, they were like, so our son's just found you on Tinder. And I was just like, I was like, oh my god, I was like, holy shit, I've been caught, like, I'm not ready to come out, like, what am I gonna say now? And I was like, oh no, someone must have just put me on Tinder, like, you know, like, someone just put me on Tinder. And I was just like, shit, I've been caught red-handed, let me come up with an excuse. And then my stepmom was like, oh, okay. And I was like, she's probably not believed me. When I moved back into uni for the second term, I was seeing someone, we were talking, and like, it was great. And then I found out that through my friend, that the person that I was speaking to was organising something with my family, and I was like, holy fucking shit. I was like, are you joking? Like, don't tell me this. So I was just like, that's like the worst thing I need to hear right now. And like, for a long time I had been speaking to my housemates about that I do want to come out. Like, I feel it doesn't feel right for me to be living this lie to my family, and like, I'm being so open and honest with you guys, and like, I'm lying to my family about it. And like, so in a way I was kind of like, I do need to tell my family and just be honest. But in a way I kind of felt like I was forced to come out, and like, as I said, I just don't agree with that sort of being forced to come out. I remember sitting down on the phone with my housemates, and I was like, please, can you come down and support me? And I just remember being in tears, because like, the one thought that was going through my head, and I'm pretty sure it's the same for anyone who has come out, like, you don't want your family to reject you. You don't want your family to see you differently. And like, that's like quite a scary thought. And like, I was worried about like losing my family, losing the support and love that I had from them, and I didn't want them to see me differently. But I was quite worried about being kicked out the house, not having my family, and like, I had backup plans and everything, because I genuinely thought of the worst, but like, that totally wasn't the case. Like, the first person I told was my mum. My mum was like, come on now, Daniel, I knew you were gay, I was just waiting for you to come out. Like, come on, you were wearing tutus, the dresses and the lot, you always with girls, never really with any guys. And I was just like, yes mum, I know. And she was like, it's good that you come out to me and you trust me, and like, I'm supportive of you and I'm proud of you for who you are. And those words those words were like music to my ears. So I felt really happy that I came out. But yeah, I felt really I felt really great afterwards. Like, I felt like my family truly respected me because I was honest with them and I was open to them and I could tell them about anything. Obviously, for like the first few months, I was quite uncomfortable with telling them about it still, but it came, like, I soon come to terms with it and I just felt comfortable with who I am, and like, I'm a lot happier because of it. One thing that I will always remember and that will always stick by me is from my friend Kelly, who I obviously met at the pub, and the pub that I worked at, who obviously met at the pub that I worked at, and that one thing that she always said to me that will stick by me for as long as I live, to be honest, was, you need to get to a point in your life where you feel comfortable with who you are and who you feel confident within who you are, and you need to fuck everyone else. Like, fuck people's opinions, fuck people's thoughts of you. Like, you've done the hardest bit now. Now is your time to work on your self-development as a person and really come into your own. And until you get to that point, you're not going to be able to be happy within yourself, and you're not going to make the people that you do eventually date and get into relationships happy, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah. What I want to say is, like, I'm not going to say I have no regrets, because my biggest regret is, like, for me not coming out earlier. I think I would have spent a lot more of my sort of earlier years being happier within myself, but I was just so scared about getting bullied and, like, you know, for my family perceiving me in a different way. But one thing I want to say for anyone who is thinking about coming out, until you feel truly comfortable with who you are as a person, don't let anyone tell you what to do, don't let anyone tell you any different. This is you in your life. You come out whenever you feel ready, and don't let anyone push you in a corner. And I know sometimes you don't have any control of that situation, but honestly do not let anyone push you in that corner, because this is your life. You have been put here in this life to tell your story and put something into the world, and it's important that you are comfortable with who you are, because, you know, like, it's what year are we in now? It's 2019, like, you know what I mean? People fine, there is still homophobia, there is still so many issues in this world that need to be resolved, but we have come so far as a society, and, like, so many things have happened, like, so many great things have happened, but equally some really bad things have happened. But what I'm trying to say is, this is your story, this is your version of events, this is your story that you should tell people, that you should feel comfortable with telling people. Don't let anyone take that away from you, because until you feel comfortable, then you can start the self-development, you can start to feel empowered within yourself, your sexuality, whatever. Like, just don't let anyone take that away from you. And I think that's, like, my single advice. Just make sure you're comfortable, make sure you're happy, and make sure you have really good people to support you, because I did, and, like, if I didn't have the good support of my friends, uni friends, I don't think I would have been able to have done it, like, you know. And, like, I'm so thankful now, because I've had really good relationships, I've met such amazing people, and, like, I've really come into my own. So yeah, that's my advice to you guys. That's all I have to say. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit subscribe, click that like button, leave a comment below, let me know what you want me to talk about next, or to even do next. I'd be happy to hear your thoughts. And yeah, I wish you all a good day, good evening, wherever you are, and just be happy. So bye. Yeah.